Hi guys, Rich 911 here. Just doing the basic preliminaries for the T95 as the reason why I chose this for the barometer for everything else to be based upon in my tests. Well, it's really slow. The main reason is this top speed of 13 kmh. It's so slow, and I thought, well, if this is going to be slower than just about everything else in the game. And then when it gets to derp the T29 at the end, that's when it may come into its own. So the same as normal, it's always a situation. This tank it's either in the middle of a firefight, dishing out the dirt, or else it's running. It's crawling around, not chasing, just struggling to get anywhere, and hoping to catch up to a battle. And that's how this tank functions. So it's a very good defensive tank. Offensively, it's not very good at all. So that's why I've chosen it, because it's not a very offensive tank. But if you get close to it, it can be incredibly offensive. So yeah, that's the reason I've chosen it. Right, let's look at the counterpoint. The reason I've chosen the T29, because it's got a phenomenal turret and an okay body, which is down to 55mm at the rear of the hull, 51mm at the rear of the hull, but the turret is 102 even at the rear, so it's very bouncy. So even lower tier tanks can actually penetrate this if they can get around behind. So the test is devised to show what the maximum possible number of tanks can do against it, but also what tanks, even with the higher tiers, 8, 9, 10, can actually do against it. So because of the amazing armour, which I'll show you now in Tank Inspector, here we go. Like, the gun mantler is 279mm of spaced armour at this point, which is absolutely amazing. You get further out, it's got the equivalent of 591mm with 178 of standard of normal armour, plus 279mm of spaced, going up to this area, which is only I say 178. The cheeks also only 178, but because of the sloping, the equivalent of 235. Now the areas we're looking at, these areas, 76mm into the sloping, 121. You saw that area there, flash by 118. The potential, because of the angling, this is a weak spot of only about 118, 119mm. And also on the other side, 124mm. In the tests, this is going to be covered, but you're looking, you could potentially pen 150mm, angled 160, 170mm, but the turret is the main issue. From the front, even the rear area, you're looking a lot of bouncy areas, but 150mm of pen to penetrate this properly. So anything in the test is going to have to get round the sides, 76mm. Yeah, you can get between the tracks there, and something lighter can get round behind and shoot only 51mm. But if you're angled, you look at, hardly any difference really. So 51mm to pen this area. So I thought it was a great tank for more, to give more options to many levels, while at the same time providing as much of a fixed point against everything that could potentially shoot it. So I have chosen this as the counterpoint to everything in the game. So I don't know how scientific it is, I just had a feeling that this was the tank to use. So that's the reason why, and now let's get on with doing it. Let's try and evaluate things. If you have any points you want to raise, let me know what I can possibly change. Anything I can look at, any tanks you want me to review and compare and use this formula to evaluate for you, and then you can, if you've got a couple of tanks, you decide which line to go up, this or the other. Then I can, if I've got the tanks in the garage, do that review for you and potentially give you the options using this scenario. And if it helps in your evaluation, great, that's what I'm here for. So let me know, put in the comments what you want me to review. If you like what I'm doing, if you think it can change, if you want me to do anything differently, just say, because I'm here to help the community. So that's it. And thank you for watching my review and hope it helps. Thanks, guys. Right, guys, let's go.
What other ships do I need? Train up. Obviously St. Louis. I don't need to play the Chester. I could use playing the Erie though. Okay.
Yeah, 13 kmh. Oh yeah. Feel the burn.
We've got enough.
We'll probably have to speed this up a bit.
What do I have in the Erie?
Oh dear, Mutton's going to have to wait a bit of time for me to get round there to kill him. We'll see how long this takes.
Play the tier 1.
This is going to be the barometer. Everything else is going to be compared to this.
Rabik is saying you can already see the daily missions about the year in get a citadel hit with a torpedo while your ship is sinking and doing backflip.
Don't drink and drive. You might spill it. No, seriously. Don't drink and drive. Well, that's about 1 minute 18 seconds to the first marker.
Good. It's like we're in a game as well.
4 kmh. Oh, I knew it was going to be slow. But this is the baseline for which everything else is going to be based against. So we've got to do it. Everything. At least we've got to know what's the fastest, what's the slowest. So we've got the barometer by which to base all the other calculations.
Okay, let's go Erie time. I'm just going to be aggressive.
What's going on? I'm actually listening to Quickie Baby. He's doing a live stream with ships.
Wop, 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 wop. This tank looks... Sorry.
He said tank. He's in a ship. He's a really good bloke. Oh, hell.
Держание которых я тоже не могу воспроизвести.
Oh, it's adverbs.
Но достаточно.
Finding some blood when you brush again.
I click it over just
That
the
could be
time
gum
when
disease,
Quickie
you know,
Baby goes to
and
an
it's not going to
outbreak.
get any better if you ignore
But
it. So try
he's
Listerine
live
gum
streaming
treatment.
ships at the moment.
Introduced to support the treatment
Awesome,
your dentist
absolutely
recommends.
awesome.
It creates a protective shield
I just
against
can't
flap
wait for
germs,
it.
which helps your gums repair and restore themselves to a healthier state in as little as 2 weeks. So don't ignore gum disease.
I won't.
Try Listerine gum treatment
I
from the
promise
Advanced
not
Defense range.
to ignore gum disease.
Когда люди приходят, которые уже работают по какой-то специальности, теме, очень интересно с ними пообщаться. Когда они рассказывают, я рассказываю, все теория, все теория.
No wonder I thought it was different. It's
А
clicked to somewhere
люди, которые
else.
этим занимаются,
That's not Quickie Baby.
What tanks do I normally use a consumable instead of a fire extinguisher? Ones where I feel like I'm either not going to get shot a lot or I don't have much chance to get set on fire. Tanks with like low probability for engine fire are
Okay,
always
3
good.
minutes 38 to the rubble. The crest of the hill. This is going to be slow. Central rubble at approximately 4 minutes 10 seconds. We'll do all the proper calculations at the end. But this is going to be the baseline for everything. Go quickie, baby. Yeah, I've been playing almost as long as Quickie Baby. I think me and Jingles probably started about the same sort of time.
Have to
Go
get out of
Quickie
here.
Baby. Oh yeah. Oh, ooh. That looks like it's gonna hurt. Don't sink, Quickie Baby, don't sink. You're gonna run aground. Let's just run aground. Oops. Okay, 5 minutes 29, 30 seconds. Down to that corner. 14 kmh. Oh yeah. Wow. At least he's got off those rocks now. Go Quickie Baby. Because nothing I can do about this this T95. It's going to get there when it gets there. It's going to be, it's like London buses.
Oh my god, there's so many of them!
Oops.
Where's my team?
They sank.
Oh, I'm so dead.
You're about it. Yep.
The whole bloody team's here.
Yep. Ooh, ow. Yeah, I think they
Why
brought
won't
some
you
friends.
fire there, dude?
Oops. You could say duck, but well, at least you're in water.
Oh, what the hell?
Ooh.
Like,
Ow.
the whole team was there. It was a disaster. I don't know, man. I don't really like the slow ships. Slow ships are definitely
They
not
seem
my
to like you,
kinds of
Quickie
ships.
Baby.
I think
they
the game is
like
slow
you like
enough
nobody's
as it is
business.
without having, without playing slow ships, if you know what I mean. I fancy another go at my
nearly
Phoenix
there.
now that I've
It's
got
coming
it.
up to
Have you
six.
upgraded it, I
Oh my
think?
god, 6 minutes
That's
50
good.
seconds. Almost 7 minutes. Will it do
Ugh.
in under 7 minutes?
So yeah, basically W416.
Oh my god, this is so
I
slow.
use premium
59,
consumables
7 minutes.
instead of fire extinguishers and tanks that I don't
Oh
think
my
will get set on
goodness.
fire in a lot, or tanks
For tanks.
which don't reach view range cap.
7 minutes 9 seconds.
There is no such
Right,
thing as view range
next
cap. I'd just like to say
thing we
spotting
need to do.
distance cap.
We're going to
445 meters.
T29
Sometimes
behind the
premium
barricades.
consumable can allow you to
and
have a huge
We'll try and
impact.
take him out in as
with
few
regards
shots as
to your view
possible. See how
range.
long it takes.
So I always
and
like
what's
to
the
have
percentage of
445 meters view range.
of hits,
What I like.
damage, and
445. So it
Penetrating
just got
hits.
absolutely murdered that last
and
game.
then
I played
whether
pretty
it can be
bad.
destroyed in the time limit as well.
See what we can do here in our Phoenix.
So we can test it from
So
being in
look
the
at all
same
the guns our
spot.
Phoenix has now. Our Phoenix has
With him
lots
being in
of guns
cover.
finally.
Test
I
out
remember
like
when
a
I
real
played
world
this
situation.
ship stock, we had
But over 7 minutes. Oh my goodness.
fire four there. Three there. You can fire 4 guns at people while going straight towards them nearly. No, 3 guns. 4 guns if you drive towards somebody like this. It's really nice.
Oh, that was a nice hit.
5 guns like this.
One hit, one
Wow, there's a
penetration.
tiny area where
Which
you've
was
got
very
5
nice.
guns. 4 guns.
We didn't even scratch them.
And
5
they didn't
guns.
scratch. Quite an
5
interesting
guns.
test.
So there's an area here where you've got 5 guns. Pretty cool.
They're knocked out.
So there's like a sweet
So 2
spot
hits.
in
So 3
this area for the ship where
complete
you've got
hits.
5 guns on
I
your
like
target.
that. That was quite a good test. And in 8 minutes 50 seconds. Right.
Hey, Jack Beauregard, thank you so much. Jack says
Okay.
he raced to my rescue, but he couldn't
I
make it.
like
I'm
that as
sorry,
an
Jack.
example.
I
Right.
sucked out pretty much there, mate. I got by myself.